Good afternoon, everybody. So we were talking about some grammar lessons. The expression was supposed to, what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do. So the first rule was discussed when we are talking about any rules and regulations that you are not supposed to use mobiles in the class. You're supposed to come on time. So you're not supposed to do something, you're supposed to do something. The negative and the positive aspect is there. For example, the sentences were in the first rule about rules and regulations. So what will it be? We are supposed to be there in 5 minutes. We are supposed to be there in 5 minutes. You were supposed to go home. What happened? It means तुम्हें घर चले जाना चाहिए था, लेकिन क्या हुआ? मतलब तुम नहीं गए. It's supposed to be sunny today. Today it is going to be sunny. It means धूप निकली होगी or the weather will be bright. The categories to discuss the expectations of any policies or any job, which was the first. The second we'll take up today is to discuss the expectations based on predictions or reports. Predictions and reports. For example, the weather report, or some predictions or some report about a movie or a college or a feedback, something which has been talked about. The second rule is the expectations or the reports, your predictions based on the reports. For example, what you're supposed to do. The first is the practice sessions of rule number 1. It means something which you're supposed to do, something which you're not supposed to do. Now, the practice ask and answer question is, think about the job of a teacher. What are some things that a teacher is supposed to do? Write on the list. So ask your friend, ask and answer in the class also. So think about the job of a teacher. What are some things that a teacher is supposed to do? The second question, how should a student behave? What are they supposed to do? And what are they not supposed to do? These two questions discussed out in the class, like ask and answer. The spoken aspect of this lesson is all about the theory and the practice session. So today we're going to talk about the second rule. Rule 2 is to discuss expectations based on predictions or reports. It is supposed to be cold tomorrow. So the weather report says that it is supposed to be cold tomorrow. So if you're going out, take your warm clothes with you. The movie is supposed to be a good one. It means you have read a report or a review. So the movie is supposed to be a good one based on somebody's report, or you have read it, you have heard somewhere that this is a good movie. So this movie is supposed to be a good one. I saw that report on the news. So it is supposed to rain all afternoon. It means the rains, it is going to rain all afternoon. So when you're moving out, so when you're going outdoors, do not forget to carry your raincoat or your umbrellas, because it's supposed to rain all afternoon. According to the news, the results of the examination is supposed to be released in the next 2 hours. So, according to the news, the results of the examination is supposed to be released in the next 2 hours. The next sentence. I read a report that said This winter is supposed to be colder than usual. So you must be prepared for the winters. So the report says the predictions are talking about of a very, very, very cold winter. Practice, ask and answer. What's the weather supposed to be like today? And the next question, what's it supposed to be like tomorrow? So discuss in the class about what the weather is likely to be today. Supposed to be, so it is supposed to be sunny or rainy or windy, so whatever the weather is, you have to make your plans accordingly. If it's going to rain, you're not going to go outside, right? And if it's going to be nice and sunny, you are all set to move out, to go out, have some fun. So this was supposed to be the second category based on predictions and reports. And the first was based on some rules and regulations laid out for you. We'll come back with the third rule of the supposed to, not supposed to. There are 5 categories, let me tell you. So that's all for today. We'll meet you in the class with some practice sessions for ask and answer, looking at the picture or describing, just getting used to the phrase supposed to, not supposed to. That's all for today. And we'll come back with more sessions on the practical aspects of the spoken English with the theory. So theory is not enough, and practical, there's got to be practice in the classroom. That's all for today. Take care.